The stream's starting right now, though. All right, there it goes. It's live. I mean, there are only like 2 people who ever watch this at any
What
one
did you say
time.
about dead babies?
Whoa. We had that conversation before the stream started. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
we're having it now too.
Anyways, welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is Group C, Through the Heart. Episode 2, technically episode 1. I forgot to record episode 1. And
Rip.
yeah, I know, right? I'm going over my broadcast right
that's-
now, and this is 100% recording. So, if anything doesn't...
Episode 0.
Yeah, I got the YouTube notification.
Yeah, if anything doesn't go live here, that's on Google's end. Anyways, we have with us tonight little more than half the cast, and Sam will be joining in later. Oh man, I have to summarize everything that happened. I was like, yeah, where we left off last time, but last time there was no stream.
Summary video for this.
Actually, I wrote it on the back of your guys' card, because I wrote it somewhere, because I remember specifically saying to myself, I'm not going to remember 2 weeks out, and I need to make sure I have detailed notes, so when this comes back around, I know everything that happened. Let's see, you guys met with old lady. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, you guys met with Lydia. That was she's a character. It's a character
Fucking
that's
who?
gonna... Yeah, exactly, that's why I have to summarize all of this. Alright, so you guys sit yourselves down. I'm gonna do this in less than 5 minutes, hopefully.
You say that, but
3 minutes.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, give me 3 minutes of talking.
Alright, 30 minutes, guys. Let's settle it.
Tops.
Alright.
I'll go ahead and go get another hot dog.
So, Group C's campaign started with them going to the country of a Lil Nagai. There was a ship belonging to a evil undead faction called the Archblight that washed up ashore on the southern shores of the country, and official members in the country were hiding details pertaining to the wreck. A member of the Risen contacted the diplomat for the military organization of Nazram in Ardor Sarai, and wrote about the couple details that had been hidden from the official report. The official diplomat, by the name of Nivera Dardel, sent her scribe, her personal scribe, Pax Arrhenius, to handle the investigation and find out what was going on. Pax hired some mercenaries and also brought some people that she trusts to come in and investigate the matter. When she arrived at Dockensdale, it turns out the Risen, there was a party of, or there was an order belonging to the Sun Yith that was sent to the town to meet with the party, even though this was supposed to be a covert mission. The Sun Yith knew about the party coming into town, and it turns out the Risen that had wrote to Ambassador Dardel had been missing for several days. Upon working with the Sun Yith members, the party found out that the Risen member who was missing had been a witness to a business deal in the Nazram vaults. There, the party went and investigated and saw that the runes they were tracking had came through those vaults, and also found the stuffed body of the Risen member. Apparently, she had been killed and hidden down there. The guards feigned innocence as they were claiming they were not the ones on duty then, and the party went to contact the contractor who the Risen member witnessed the deal of. upon looking for the contractor, they contacted one of Carter's criminal contacts, and he said, well, you know, I could tell you for some money. They gave him some money, and he had been paid a lot more money to kill people who asked about that name instead. So he figured he better hedge his bets with the guy paying more, and he attacked the party. We left off there. So, oh man, it looks like there are more. Oh, hey, it's Wesley. What's up, Wesley? I was just like, who is that in Discord? Anyways, yeah, so we left off there in the streets of Dockensdale. JJ, are you back?
I was kidding about going to get a
Oh,
hot
okay.
dog.
I was just making sure.
I've been here the whole time. I just had my mic on mute.
Yeah, the timer on my screen just ticked to 8:04, so I was like, that is a perfect 3-minute vamp. So we're good. Anyways, well, I mean, it was technically like 3 minutes and 40 seconds, but we're not gonna. That 40 seconds doesn't equal a minute.
It does in my day.
Well, you can't math, good sir, and neither can I, so we're both wrong.
I am never wrong. You are just not correct.
Alright, so, when you guys... I don't know, I just, dragged your thing over, and it's copying your HP from your character sheet, so...
I remember. I got kicked by a horse. A mule. I got kicked by a mule.
Oh yeah, you did get kicked by a mule. I forgot about that.
I got kicked in
yeah,
the head by a mule because I chased it down on a bear.
I had to drop all of the little details of names and all of that because, you know, 3-minute window. But anyways, when you guys last left off, you contacted in Norio. There we go. These Alil Nagai names are going to murder me.
If you would just give people fucking regular names.
Hey, it's the culture of the region.
Fuck the culture.
Anyways, when you tracked him down, he was unloading carts. Carter knows he has a affinity for helping orphans in the city, and that he also uses them as a underground information ring. As he attacks you with his sword, he's going to yell to the kids, "Alright, scamper off now!"
So, question: Is this a surprise round?
No, we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay, I was about to ask because, like,
yeah,
I could do something about that.
I'm guessing.
How long was the conversation between him and us?
It was over a minute. Your student of war triggers are know your enemy. What questions do you want to ask?
What is, like, his stats?
I can't tell you his stats.
I think you can learn what you call it.
Yeah, I can tell you them in relation to specific questions. You can ask, is his strength higher or lower than mine? Is his health higher or lower than mine? Is his character level higher or lower than mine? Let's see.
Is his character level higher?
Let's see. Know your enemy. If you spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside, you can learn certain information, blah blah blah. The DM tells you the creature is equal, superior, or inferior in regards to 2 of the following characteristics of your choice. Strength score,
okay.
Dexterity score, Constitution score, Armor class, current hit points, total class levels if any, fighter class levels if any.
Let's do AC and
AC, and what was the last one? I didn't hear the last one.
B.
HP. It is going to be, let me look at your HP. It is going to be inferior on the AC. and it is going to be superior on the HP, I believe. Let me double check. Make sure I'm not leading you astray. Or actually, no, I lied. It's going to be inferior on HP and inferior on AC. Grax could probably take this dude.
Good.
All right. As the kids run off, a couple of the other smaller figures in cloaks are going to remain behind as they were working to unload these carts too. They are going to take off their cloaks and reveal themselves to actually be goblins. Everybody go ahead and select your character and roll some initiative.
Oh yeah.
20 already off the bat? Okay.
Oh man.
Did
So I
Arabella
take
get
the
a 0?
21.
Yes.
Arabella got a 0. I take that 21, not the 8.
How do you guys have
Wow.
like decimals?
Oh, I have mine as I've set my thing to have a initiative tiebreaker. So if anybody were to roll the same, the decimal is my my dexterity.
All right, Pax is doing wonderful at an 8.
If I remember correctly, Pax wanted me to keep this one alive. That does not mean I can't kill off the other lot behind it.
All right,
If we
and
break all of our legs, we can take them prisoner.
Well, that just means I can't use my battle axe. Well, I mean, I can, but
We don't need the legs to talk.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, do I want to use the battle axe or the maul here?
let's see, add to turn. Taylor, you had a 15,
Yeah.
and Carter had a 21. Okay, you got it already.
Yeah, it's harder there.
Wow, Sam got a 0. Just
She's
straight
sitting
up
there
0.
looking at her feet. I don't want to make eye contact with the criminals.
Roll d20. Alright, that's great. Got a 17 for a Nero. And I'm gonna roll one set of goblins on one initiative, and then the other set on a second. Doesn't matter, they rolled a 10 and a 10. So we're just gonna put them all at 10. I was doing that so, you know, they wouldn't all bum rush you guys at the same time, but
Does
turns out,
looks like they're going to, anyways.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the plan here anyways, so there you go.
Bum rush me all you want, motherfucker.
At least your cleric moves at the bottom of the round. Alright. So, winning initiative, it is Jack's Crown Killer's Jack's Crown Killer. Let's see, he's got a longbow. Yeah, he's gonna do that. He's going to step around and fire a arrow at Eniro. Let's go ahead and roll that attack roll. That 16 is going to hit, and let's roll damage. And then he also rolls a sneak attack, which is 3d6 at this level.
And he dies.
Yeah, right? Alright, so, yeah, this guy is just gonna step in and just light this dude up. So, there is 12 damage, 13 damage, and then an addition. Oh, whoops, that's not the right one. And on his first round of combat, he gets an additional attack for being a Gloomstalker. The 16 is going to hit, and he rolls, dealing 11 more piercing damage. Jax begins to light this dude up. Just arrows shredding through this guy's flesh. He does not seem to care much as he grips his sword very angrily. It is Carter's turn.
I'm gonna look at him like you've made a bad choice. You know what happens to people who cross me. I'm gonna fly into a rage here, and I'm gonna pop in with my my maul. Non-lethal here. Just let me say that now.
All right. Why? What's going on with this?
Got a 16 as a hit, so
Yeah, 16 hits.
he takes
Roll damage.
13 damage off the first one, and then the second one. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Then I'll whiff the second attack.
On the fourth, or on that first attack, your maul is going to bludgeon this guy across the face. His whole face tilts with the hit. He turns back towards you, growling. It does not seem to have affected him at all.
Someone else. Alright, that's my turn.
Alrighty. It is Rogni's turn.
Ragni moves around.
Okay. Can you control your character? Nice. Just making sure.
And she's gonna take and since I have 2 actions, I'm gonna take a shot at each of the goblins.
Okay. You may do so.
Oh, hang on.
Why is my I'm gonna click damage on your thing. Just
Yeah, when I try doing them together, it only does attack.
for my roll 20 is being all types of gimmicky. So if you guys give me 1 second, I'm gonna. You can go ahead with the rest of your turn. I'll see it when I reconnect, but I'm just gonna disconnect from this window and log back in.
Oh, there's a crit. Oh, shit.
Alright, so both of them just got hit, and one of them got hit harder.
Woof! Alright, the... Oh my god.
You gonna roll your extra D8 there? I mean, yeah, D8.
Yeah.
For the crit damage?
That 24 is going to hit on the first goblin. You're attacking one attack at each goblin.
Hits.
I actually asked Taylor what I should make these guys AC, and Taylor told me 25. I was just like, I don't know about that. You're making one attack at each goblin?
Yeah.
Alright.
The first one to the closer one, second one to the farther one.
Okay. So that crit damage is going to be... Okay, it's going to be 6 and then 12? Got it. Alright. They are very unhappy about taking that.
Nice.
As they should be.
I'm out my turn.
Alright. Moving down the list, it's Aniro's turn. He's gonna yell out, alright, let's blow these guys to Kingdom Come. He, with his sword still locked with Carter, he's going to pull it back and make 2 attack rolls at Carter. The first one is going to miss. The second one is going to be critical. Does Carter have anything to negate criticals? Remember we talked about the adamantine something.
Nah, I don't.
Alright. He is going to deal a whopping what is this? 11 plus 3, 14 piercing damage to you with his rapier.
Okay. So 7.
As such, he is actually he's gonna stay right where he is. Yeah, that's a good spot to be. next up on the turn, it's Lumagrax's turn.
Okay.
Who are you attacking? Oh, you're attacking him? Alright. The 13 is going to miss. You do have extra attack. Roll that second attack, Taylor.
Damn it, Taylor.
13,
Literally the exact same roll.
13,
Ow.
13. It's beautiful.
It's not just that, the advantage is the exact same roll too.
Alright,
What is that bullshit?
On the goblin's turn. Oh man, they're gonna have fun. This one is going to be pretty unhappy with Hrogni, and is going to move next to her, and is going to make 2 attacks at her. Pretty sure those are going to hit. Yeah, Hrogni's in leather armor. It's going to be a hit and a hit with a 20, with the 22 and a 21.
Oh, well, that was about it.
Yeah. I had to remember your AC real quick. Alright.
Don't hit.
They deal 6 damage on the... This is slashing damage. 6 damage on the first attack. And 2 damage on the second attack.
Alright.
And then... Grax is going to get flanked by this other goblin here. And he is going to... well, I can't roll a d6 for an attack.
Is that flanking? He's not opposite of a adjacent ally.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Carter is not a bad dude. He's
I mean, I am a pretty bad dude, but it's like...
there we go.
Not the Grax.
He's going to miss on the first attack. And on the second attack, he is going to hit. He deals 5 non-magical slashing damage. Oh, snap. I didn't want him to do that. After he does so, he's going to go back to the cart and start rummaging through it. His attacks are pretty ineffective. Alright.
The second one did hit me?
Yeah, the second one hit you. He ran and attacked you, and it's just like, this isn't cutting it. He is rummaging through the cart now. Oh,
and it's non-magical. It gets reduced by 3.
Yes, that's why I made sure to tell you what type of damage it was. Peeping over the edge of the building, you guys are... Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Roll 20.
Can't.
You guys are going to see 2 more figures on the building top coming through with arrows, or with bows and arrows, and they are going to start shooting down at the party. One makes an attack at Hrogni, the other one makes an attack at Pax. Or at Arabella. It's gonna miss, and then... Well, they might as well not have even shown up to this fight. Rolled an 8 and a 1 and a nat 1. So,
ooh, did he shoot a teammate?
no, but he's...
Damn.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot an arrow, and it's not even gonna be anywhere close. Everybody's gonna look up and see him, and he's just gonna... This guy's gonna actually take a step back, and just like, you know what? I don't think I wanted to do that. Let's go to the right layer so I can actually interact and move things. And we will handle them at the bottom of the round. It is It is
2 more
Pax's
NPCs.
turn. Yeah, I know, right? She's going to shout frantically at Carter and say, "Carter, why didn't that work?"
Why didn't what work?
You hit him, and the guy in front of you doesn't at all seem hurt.
It's your fucking job to know. I just hit things.
Yeah, she's gonna roll an insight check. Pull out her sword and take a step forward, handing it to Carter. She is going to hand it to him very quickly and say, "Here, use this. Give me your maul."
Okay, I'll toss her my maul.
All right. Carter is now holding a +1, or not a +1, is holding a silvered short sword. Pax instead casts a magic weapon on your maul, wielding it herself.
Okay, so let me just grab short. Let me just put short sword into my inventory real fast. Where's short?
And Nero growls at the silvered weapon.
Oh.
Arabella
I gotta edit this.
is going to...
Question, can I use strength on short swords?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
It is your choice of what stat you use. You can just use it like a meat cleaver.
It's about to be.
Oh my god, Sam has so many attacks. Alright, let's see. Oh, she told me Arabella would try and protect the party. So, we're gonna go with that for our starting spell. Just because it's always the good first one to cast. Everybody is affected by Bless, because everybody's within 30 feet. Bottom of the round. Let's see. Token layer. And, token layer. Boom. Bottom of the round. 2 more figures in the back, just as short as Carter, come wobbling around the street corner. Between the 2 of them, they are both holding this large 10-foot metal rod with different crystals sticking out of it. It seems to be some hodgepodge contraption. They aim it down the. They aim it at the party, and it begins glowing. Before, after a second, you guys hear a terrible screech, and then a beam of light just emits and shoots straight down the street. Lumagrax and Pax, give me a reflex saving throw against a lightning bolt.
I love how you said Pax like it's a player. That's you.
Oh yeah, that is me. I rolled it.
Like, god damn it. What? I was so confused. Like, someone else wanted Pax? What?
What kind of saving throw?
Reflex saving throw. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not 3.5. Dexterity saving throw. That one.
How dare you go back to that accursed, that accursed mechanical written fucking 1,000 books a day edition.
Alright. Grax
Careful now.
is going to take 31 points of lightning damage.
Oh,
Ouch!
Oh.
Pax is going to take 16. And Pax is bleeding really bad. She jumps out of the way of the lightning bolt, dropping the maul next to her, and she's gonna have to roll a concentration check for keeping control of her spell. Let's see, it's half of the damage taken, or
Half damage or a DC 10?
Wait, how's she
DC
bleeding
10 or
if it's
11?
lightning?
say it again.
How's she bleeding if it's lightning?
It is a term meaning that she's under half HP.
Oh,
I've got
It's
damage
DC.
resistance.
Oh, I want to say it's DC 11, unless the half of the damage is higher than it.
Okay,
Hold
yeah,
on.
she passes that concentration check. I'll just look it up online to make sure in a second. Top of the round, it is.
It's 10 or 11. I know. It's DC
I've got
10.
damage. I've got damage resistance to lightning.
Okay, just make sure you factor it in and you take half damage then.
Yeah, I was right. It was DC 10. DC 10 or whatever. If the half damage is higher than 10, then you do the half damage. But if it's lower than 10, then you take a DC 10.
Pax beats the concentration check. Barely, rolling an 11. Anyways, it is Jack's Crown Killer's turn, and
NPCs.
Seeing that lightning blast shoot straight down here, he is going to he's got targets, man. Yeah, he's gonna target those people with the lightning rod. He does not have advantage on the attack, though. Well, that's not gonna matter. He crit anyways. He just doesn't get his. Yeah, he just doesn't get advantage. So, or he doesn't get his sneak attack die. All right, let's see. What's his damage for this? 1d8 plus 5. So it's gonna be 2d8. I'm rolling with dice in front of me, just try and speed things up, so I'm not typing everything. He's going to deal a whopping 10 points of piercing damage. Literally did more in his first attack last time. Crappy low rolls. His double attack only happens on the first round of combat. So that is his turn. He's going to yell to Pax, Arabella, and Carter and say, "Scatter!" He is already scattered. So it is Carter's turn.
I'm fine right here. I'm gonna pull out my shield that I just so happen to have that I've never used once ever. So now my AC's at a whopping 18 here instead of 16. And I'll swing at him twice with my my newly found silver short sword.
Alright.
I just happened to find this in my back pocket. I don't know where it came from.
Believe in yourself. You have a D4 on the attack.
I don't think I need it with a...
Does not hit.
I'm good. Can I roll the D4 then?
Yes, you can.
Awesome. I believe I do now.
The 17 hits.
Okay, then I'll roll for my second attack. That one missed. You can only roll that D4 once, right?
Bless, I think it's whenever you make an attack roll. Let's see. Whenever the target makes an attack... Yeah, whenever the target makes an attack roll.
Okay,
you can,
I'll roll it again.
You can choose to roll it. You don't have to.
I needed to, but I missed anyway, so... Okay, well, one hit.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
So, 11.
You are going to see that this this sword actually cuts into his flesh. He
what?
He starts bleeding.
Ah. Wait, that... Are we talking about, like, I just see blood? Or is he... Like, is he... you know what? I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, Carter can tell he's got some battle wounds on him.
Okay.
He is at half... He's under half HP.
Alright. If y'all want to deal with the others, this one is mine.
Alright, it's Ragni's turn.
Alright. So, can I grapple this goblin right here?
Yes, you can.
Alright.
You take an attack action and substitute one of your attacks as a athletics check. He's going to roll an opposed athletics check. You know, you do, let's see, it's a attack roll or saving throw? Yeah, not on, the sad thing is, you beat him by 1. That is pathetic. Well, I mean, he's also a goblin too, so I guess so. Need this dude to do better on these rolls, man. He is affected by the grapple condition.
Alright. Can I headbutt him?
You can. Does Hrogny have the Tavern Brawler feat?
Oh no, is that something you gotta have?
No, it just ups the damage of your unarmed strikes. So if you headbutt him, it's going to deal 1 point of damage plus your strength modifier.
Alright, that's 3.
Roll an attack check. Or an attack roll.
Oh, well, alright then.
Alright, yeah, you can headbutt him in the next century. Alright, he takes 3 points of, bludgeoning damage. And he is also bleeding.
Nice.
I didn't get smacked in the face, did I?
No. Aniro's turn is about to, start.
Okay.
He is... he's going to take the disengage action, and he's going to start fleeing and say, "Damn silver!" It is... Lumagrax's turn.
Hey. I am going to...
Oh, there we go. We'll move him right there. There we go. That's better.
the goblin in front of me.
Okay. His back is turned to you. You have advantage on it.
Hit.
That is going to hit. Deal damage. Alright, 11 points of damage. This goblin is bleeding. Are you going to take a second attack at him? Leave him alone. He's fine. He's fine.
I was looking at the... fighting.
Yeah, you can re-roll your 1s and 2s. Are you going to re-roll that too?
Roll that too.
Alright.
Oh, please be a 6.
Yeah, roll a d6.
Just put /R then 1d6. Yeah, well, fine. There's a 1.
Yeah. Let's see. On a die, you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll. Alright. So, he takes 10 points of slashing damage.
He's
Grax,
still bleeding! Oh, wow.
yeah. Grax doubting himself at the last second. Just missing a major artery. The 12 is not going to hit. You have a d4 you can choose to roll if you want.
Advantage on the second attack.
Oh yeah. No, not on the second attack. The second attack, he's not gonna he's not gonna stay.
Hey, I just got
unaware
stabbed
of
in
you.
the back. Let me just keep rummaging through this.
That was a situational advantage.
You do still have a d4 to if you want to roll it.
What now?
You have a d4 if you want to roll and see if you
Yeah, Arabella blessed you.
hit.
So yeah, your
I'll do that. Roll a d4.
Yes.
Alright, that 15 does hit. Roll damage.
Hey.
Good lord.
Look,
Alright,
it's dead.
no, he is not dead.
No, it's dead. I declared it.
Taylor, you want to know how much HP this guy lived by?
It's 1, isn't it?
It is literally 1.
Ah.
Literally 1 point. Grax is that split-second decision, man. Grax missed the artery. Anyways, does Grax want to do anything else? If you said something, I didn't hear you other than
Good.
Alrighty. It is the goblin's turn. In the goblin's hand is a potion. He is going to drink it, and let's see what this does.
Fingers crossed for its poison and he dies.
It's actually a potion of gnome height. He
Isn't he already a goblin?
Yeah, he goes even smaller.
He actually grows in size. And as he does, he's gonna say, "I Todd now!" And he's going to make 2 attacks. He's gonna make 2 attacks at Lumigrax. What is Grax's AC? I can look at it if you just give me 1 sec. Let's see. Cause this one is, woo! Grax up that armor class. Wow! Alright. Alright. He is going to hit only on one of them. And he is dealing an additional damage die now with his weapons. He's going to deal 7 points of slashing damage at Grax.
Yeah.
Wait, Grax is down?
Okay. Magical.
No, it's
non-magical.
non-magical. Non-magical.
I was about to say, if that dropped Grax, I'm scared.
Actually, I think this other damage die is magical from the spell. Let me read its effect, because the spell gives him an extra damage die, but don't know.
If it's this, if it's the spell I think it is, it shouldn't be magical. It should just
The
should
target's
just
weapon
make it
grows
stronger.
to match its new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the attacks with them deal 1d4 extra damage. I'm gonna rule it is magical damage because the weapon is affected by magic. Because the magic has enlarged them to deal more damage. So it is 7 points of magical damage. And this is enlarge reduce. If you guys, choose to use the spell,
That's what I was thinking it was.
It'll work in the same way for you guys. Anyways, it is all the rest of the goblins' turn. As their companion grows in size, the goblins wielding the staff in the back are going to wobble to the side and hold it up again. It is going to start crackling before it screeches again, and the whole alleyway is shed in white light as another lightning bolt comes flying out of this thing. Carter and Arabella, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Thank God I have an advantage from danger sense. 20!
Man, Arabella's dexterity is killing it. Carter
About to take
passes,
half of
Arabella does not.
Let's see what frack 1/4 of the damage I'm about to take is.
No. If you pass, you still take half. Oh no, yeah,
That's what I'm
1/4.
saying, but I'm,
Yeah, you're
I'm
you're
1/4
resistant,
because I'm raging because of barbarian. So I took 5.
Yeah. Arabella is woo. Arabella's gonna take a hit. All right. Arabella has to roll a concentration check for bless, and she maintains it. Other goblins and other guy are going to come. Seeing
Not on my face, please.
Yeah, seeing Pax falter, they're going to take a shot at Pax. Why are these guys even in a fight? That's a 2, and that's a 6. They take a shot at Pax and then at Arabella, and miss, and then also miss. Let's see. Goblin grappled by Aniro, or by Hrogni, is going to use his turn to escape. He rolls a acrobatics check, opposed by a athletics check by Hrogni. All right, he is going to beat you. He rolled an 18.
Oof.
He's going to slide back. Well, yeah, she's got a ranged weapon. And he's gonna look at his options real quick.
He's more than welcome to slide back if he wants to.
Yeah. He's going to be threatening her still with his sword. Grax is not a much better guy to go and start fighting. So it's let's see.
You want one bad person or another? Which one?
Not gonna run short stuff, huh?
Yeah, you guys see Aniro calling orders down the alleyway. It is Pax's turn. With the magical hammer, she hands it forward towards... Ooh. Does she want to give that to Grax to go charge that dude? Well, it's Carter's weapon. She's going to hand it back towards Carter. Gesturing
rolling in the weapons. Rolling in the weapons.
Yeah, gesturing for her short sword back. And say,
I'll toss it to her, like greedily grab my hammer. It's like, I'm better with it anyways. Let's go.
Pax is going to cast magic missiles. Let me look at her spell sheet real quick, because she knows some stuff. Well, she knows mostly defensive stuff. Is mage armor concentration?
Mage armor is not concentration. That'd be kind of messed up if the thing that protects you is concentration.
Alright, she is going to step forward, placing a hand on Lumagrax's back, and casting mage armor on him. His AC becomes 3 more than whatever it is right now.
Yes.
Oh, wait, never mind. I lied. It's mage armor only affects somebody not wearing armor. Hey, she touches Carter and points towards
Nope, it
Aniro.
doesn't work on Carter because I think the max it can go is 16.
What do you mean?
I have an 18 AC right now, so it wouldn't work on me.
No, it says you touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor and a protective magical force surrounds it until the spell ends. The target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier. The spell ends if the target dons armor or you dismiss the spell as an action.
That still is lower than what I have now, so I wouldn't be willing to take it.
Alright, well maybe she just won't buff any of you guys. She'll buff herself. There we go.
Fucking, that's useful.
Yeah, that way she'll stay alive more. And she is going to run over behind the cart for cover from the next lightning blast. She's going to yell to Jax, The ones with the staff! Knock them out! It is... Arabella's turn. More casters. Arabella, who has been holding back for quite some time, is gonna cast herself a Scorching Ray on one of these goblins. Alright, has it as one ray? It's supposed to be like...
She probably hasn't been able to update it yet.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3 rays.
It's like...
Alright, it's gonna be 3 attack rolls at the goblin. The first 2 rays are going to hit, the second ray is going to miss. I'll keep that first roll for 6 damage on the first one, and the second ray is going to do a whole whopping 5 damage. She's going to deal 11 points of fire damage.
More like scorching disappointment.
Well, I mean, she could cast it in a higher level slot, but when Sam gets here, I don't want to be like, yeah, I burned all your spells.
You're out of spells!
Yeah.
Shrug.
Alright, so that first goblin, the first one is actually going to be bleeding from all of the fire damage it took. Between the arrow and the fire damage. It is Jax's turn. Alright, Jax is going to launch another arrow at those goblins back there, and he is going to miss for the first time this combat. Which is kind of sucky, but hey, they get another shot off. Alright, it is Carter Banecaller's turn.
Alright, so I think that growth and large thing, I think that recovers HP as well. I don't think I'd know that, though. So, okay. 15, 25, my full 35. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Alright, because he don't like you.
Good! I don't like his face either.
What's Carter's AC right now?
18.
18? Cheating. Just cheating. Cheating. He rolls a 17.
Oh, fucking luck. Lucky. Now that I'm over here and I have actual... Well, I think I made Brandon rage. Did I make Brandon rage? Oh, no. I made someone else rage. Now that I'm here, I'll be like, Inaru! Hey! How you doing?
He, you see him, talking to, giving orders around the corner, and he turns to you and says, oh, we can come to an agreement.
Oh no, the agreement's gone out the window. You attacked me, you attacked my friends. Oh, that's way beyond what I'm at now. I want your kneecaps. And that's what I'm swinging for.
Alright, so, roll damage. Roll an attack roll.
So, 16 is a hit. I'm going to roll for my second. 2 16s, so this is all non-bludgeoning. I mean, non-lethal, not non-bludgeoning. It's all bludgeoning.
Okay.
So, 12 on the first, and then, well, 14 on the first, and 11 on the second, of all non-lethal.
Each one of those gets +1 from the magical weapon enchantment.
15 on the first and 12 on the second.
Yeah, that's a bit of damage.
He's getting smacked.
He is still up.
Surprising.
I know, right? It is Lumagrax's turn. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Rogni's turn.
Alright. I am gonna take a... Is it disengage? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, disengage, you take no attacks of opportunity. But that is your standard action if you take that.
Still got one more, right?
You have a bonus action.
Yeah, you have a bonus action if you can do anything with it. Let me look at Rangers real quick, because I don't think Rangers can use their bonus for disengage, but they might be able to. I know Rogues can.
They can, but that's at a certain level. I think it's kind of high too.
Let's see.
I don't remember seeing anything like that.
I'm pretty sure it's kind of up there if you're using revive. I think it might be Revise Ranger.
Oh no, it's Vanish. Starting at 14th level, you can use the hide action as a bonus action on your turn.
That's what I was thinking of.
So yeah, I was thinking something along that lines too. Yeah, so it's your standard to disengage. Where's Rogni going?
Actually, not doing that at all.
Yeah, I mean you could take the attack, step back, and shoot this guy in the face.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do instead.
Alright, he's going to swing at you. He's... As he swings at you, he's gonna put his arm in front of his face, covering his eyes, and just go, eh!
So it sounds like a nat 1 just happened.
Yeah, he, nat 1s. He is, more
like
concerned about,
a headbutt.
Yeah, defending his face.
Right, Hrogny laughs
don't
at him.
shoot me in the eyes.
Hrogny laughs at him and then shoots him in the knee.
Alright. Roll an attack roll. You do not have disadvantage. You can choose to roll a d4.
I'll do that.
The 13 is going to hit.
Oh, nice. Wow, their AC is really low.
Yeah, you guys have missed on a 12 so far. 9 damage. Let's see. He's taken... Alright, he is still up. Barely. He is bleeding pretty bad. It is Aniro's turn. He is going to take another disengage action, backing away from Carter, saying, "Come on now, Carter. Just be reasonable. You know the game. You know the game, man. You were once in these shoes."
And you know what happens to those that cross me. You made this decision, not me.
It is Lumagrax's turn.
Hey. What's that big goblin looking like?
Terribly bloody, but fight until his last breath, cause he ain't no chump. He ain't no sucker MC. Uh, 11 is going to miss.
So big though.
Yep, he's big, but you ain't got advantage on the attack rolls against him. You can choose to roll a d4 if you want on that first one. You'd hit if you rolled a 4, or if you rolled a 3, or a 2.
I mean, do that. Roll.
That is going to hit. You can roll damage. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Minimum damage kills him. So, as you kill him, he shrinks back to size, falling limp in the alley. Is Grax doing lethal or non-lethal damage?
Lethal.
All right. He is dead. I'm just gonna move him over there. Alright, you have another attack and the rest of your movement.
Goblin.
Alright, you just gonna use that other attack roll? That's gonna hit. Roll damage. Lethal or non-lethal, Taylor? I didn't hear you if you responded.
Hey, go at non-lethal. I want to threaten him with more headbutts.
Non-lethal.
All right, yeah, because this guy's been being hit by non-lethal damage so far. All right, so Grack spares a soul. The one time that will happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Is he down?
He is down. It is the goblin's turn. Oh man. They don't have a good target, and they are one's going to aim at Arabella. The other one thinks they should shoot at Jax, and you guys are going to see these two goblins fighting over this before they finally can't decide, and the blast, as it's gathering light, eventually the screech happens, and it goes off, shooting into the building above both Jax and Arabella. The blast is going to knock a corner off of that building, shooting debris, or causing debris to fall on them. Both Arabella and Jax are going to make a dexterity save. Let's see. He's actually proficient in it. And oh my god, that's amazing for Jax. And then for Arabella, she has been killing these saves all night, and by killing I mean like they've been killing her. All right.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and save Arabella here in a minute.
I will respond to you in a second. Arabella is going to take 3d6 of bludgeoning damage, and because Jax is a rogue, I believe he has evasion. He does not have evasion yet. Alright, so he takes half damage. Jax takes 6, and Arabella takes 12 bludgeoning damage. Arabella is holding in there. However, she is also terribly bloodied. Let's see. The rest of the goblins. Alright. Can these guys on the roof land an arrow to save their lives?
No, they can't.
First at Hrogni, second at Arabella.
It's out there.
The
Sounds
arrow
like
at,
they missed.
yeah, the arrow at Hrogni is a nat 1. The one at Arabella might hit. Let's see, what's her AC? She
It sounds
doesn't
like that.
have it
Sounds like
reported. She's got scale mail on, so
That's
yeah, I gotta look it up.
14 plus dex.
14 plus dex up. That's hit. She's hit. She's hit. They did it. Their short bows finally hit somebody. Arabella,
It sounds like that one dude that's rolling all these nat ones is like bowstring breaks at this point.
Yeah. Arabella is going to take 5 points of Arabella's going to take 5 points of piercing damage as an arrow strikes her in the shoulder. The other archer, the one in black directly above Pax, drops his bow off of the roof.
Subsequently hitting Pax in the top of the head, and she loses her concentration. I'm stuck out here with no magic weapon.
Rogni laughs at the archer.
Alright, let's see. Arabella is at... Whew! Cutting it close. Alright. So, had the goblins been able to roll a proper percentage die and decide on a target, Arabella would probably have been dead this turn. Alright, so...
that's nice.
It is... Oh, it's Pax's turn. Let's see. Pax is she's been calling orders. She's going to. Well, these archers aren't much of a threat anymore. There's just one of them left up there, so it doesn't make sense to ward you guys from that. So she's going to turn from behind the crates she's at and launch a firebolt at the first goblin holding the staff. She is going to hit and deal a d10 of damage and deal 10 damage. The staff is still charging, gathering light. As her firebolt hits, the first goblin is going to slump down, dropping the staff. The front of it is going to dig into the ground. The second goblin seems panicked. It is Arabella's turn. She lived!
Hey.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I missed one goblin that didn't take a turn.
She's dead!
Yeah, but if he does that, Grax... Oh, no, that goblin is knocked out. That's why I didn't take a turn. I was going to say, Grax would definitely chop him into pieces.
Wouldn't Haragni get the attack of opportunity, too?
No, she has a ranged weapon equipped. It is Arabella's turn, and she is going to roll some healing. It's... because she needs it. What does she have prepared? She doesn't need mass healing word. She's going to... doesn't have cure wounds prepared. Alright, she's going to roll a healing word on herself in a second level slot. As a bonus action, and she is going to heal for 2, 3, 5, plus her wisdom modifier, 9 points of 9 points of health, and then she is going to move for safety behind the boxes that Pax is behind. And then use her standard action to cast another Scorching Ray. This time at the one archer still holding a bow up there. Gonna roll 3 attack rolls at him. And going to crit the first one and miss the second 2. The first ray is going to deal 15 points of fire damage. And that is the first damage that archer has taken. He is subsequently bleeding. It is Jax's turn. Targeting that archer up there, he is also going to make an attack. And 7, but he's got like +6 to his attack roll. Oh, he's got +10 to his attack roll. Good lord. Alright, 17 is going to hit. And he rolls max damage on a die, dealing 8 plus 5 is 13 points of damage. That archer is still up.
Surprise, surprise!
However, he is bleeding pretty bad. It is Carter's turn.
Alright, so... I heard him barking orders around this corner. Could that be a free action to poke my head around the corner before I just blindly run out? I feel like my danger sense is itching in the back of my head.
You can. I will tell you what happens though.
Okay.
Does Carter want to peep around the corner?
I'm gonna peek my head around. I'm gonna roll a d4. Bless is still up, right?
Yeah, you don't have to roll a perception check because the person around the corner has a ready to action.
Yeah, well, he can attempt.
Alright, so, as as Carter peeps his head around the corner, he is going to be looking straight down the barrel of what appears to be an entire cannon. However, on the top of it, there, rather than a fuse and gunpowder, there is some swirling blue liquid. The cannon goes off as Carter looks at it. Carter can make a reflex or a dexterity saving throw.
I knew my danger sense was itching. It was like something's around this fucking corner. 17.
All right, coupled with that that reflex saving throw, you roll me a strength check.
Ooh, I have advantage on this too. Thank God for Bear. 18.
Alright. Carter is going to take Carter is going to take 8 d6 of acid damage. As the cannon shoots out a puff of mist, as it seems to burn him. And then immediately, as the mist fills the area, it is going to ignite and explode, combusting and threatening to push Carter back. However, he maintains his footing and does not get pushed back by it.
So did I pass that dex check?
Yes, I'm sorry, you take half of that.
So I'm taking a quarter of this.
Or no, I'm sorry. You take the, you did take half of it. You take the 28, you avoided the fire damage. Or I guess I'll just give you half of each.
Okay, so I'm taking half of each, so
Yeah.
what is that? What number am I looking at here?
You take 28, you take half of 28, so you take 14, and then you take
14.
half of, 8d6, which is 11 points of fire damage as it ignites around you. Yelling, Anuro is pointing at the cannoneer saying, "Reload! Reload! Reload!" Carter still has the rest of his turn. Looking at the rest of the alleyway, by the way, which, let me switch off of that. We don't need that. There is a hole in the wall, as there is rubble there now, and part of the caravan in building is on fire.
So, I'll just kind of wipe my face with the soot and everything, kind of wipe the acid out of my eyes, and just kind of give Nero just this subtle look, like it just this like really like bloodthirst in my eyes at this point. It's like, you're not making this easy at all. And I don't care. And that's a good thing.
The confidence he had seems to be faltering, because you don't expect somebody to take a cannon blast and, still keep pursuing you.
So 5, 10, 15 feet here, and I'm gonna smack him twice with the with my maul here.
All right.
Attempt
roll
to.
your attack roll.
So it shouldn't be at advantage, but that's
that 20 hits
on the first one.
By the way,
24 on the second. These are non-bludgeoning. Let me say that before the.
By the way, the rod the goblin has behind you that he's trying to pick up is still collecting light and crackling.
Fine. I'm too dumb to realize what that is. My body reacts. Okay, that's what my danger sense is. It's like my body. It's like my instincts is like.
The 20 and the 24
this is more
hits.
Important. Okay, this is all non life taking.
Non-lethal.
And you said there's non-lethal, and you said there's a +1 to those, so that's
yes.
19 on the first and 15 on the second.
Hey, he had 2 HP.
Oh.
He is knocked out. Aniro passes out.
Can I then instead? Can I? I would imagine the first hit I know would have knocked him out before I made that second one.
Oh
Right?
yeah, definitely.
Can I run over? I'm gonna.
You gonna help out this goblin?
Oh no!
Because he seems.
I'm gonna go help out
panicked.
this one because he. I owe him something.
All
Like,
right.
You're gonna hit me with a cannon? No!
He puts a hand out towards you, saying, "Wait,"
Don't
as
care.
he's pouring a
Don't
liquid into
care.
the top of it.
Does not
He
matter.
starts moving the cannon at Carter. Carter's moving faster than he can turn it. That
So
21, yeah, that 12 hits.
So 12 damage. This is lethal. It's like I am just I want blood.
All right, it is. Oh, by the way, Hrogny hears and sees a giant explosion happen further down the alleyway.
And then you see a dwarf disappear around a corner.
People.
Uh,
I move about to the middle of the alley, look down the alley, and I see the one dude with the lightning rod still.
Yes. This guy has not been damaged. He is struggling to pick it back up.
Well, sucks for him. I'm gonna make that a little more difficult.
All right. Roll damage. That is going to hit.
Okay, my whole roll 20 just crashed. Give me a moment.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Would you like me to roll damage on that for you?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right. Hey, look. I clicked damage and it just didn't roll anything. That's cool. Does anybody else see that?
Yeah.
I hope roll 20 didn't just crash for everybody. But I got the scene. I've been keeping up with everything on an index card. I got the scene in my mind, so we're good. Let's see. Your longbow rolls 1d8 plus what? 5?
Pretty sure.
Alright, I'm gonna double check your character sheet.
And I have a dex bonus of 4, and doesn't proficiency give me 2? And it's a +1 longbow.
Yeah, but for damage, you're rolling 1d8 plus 4 plus 1.
Alright.
So, I rolled a 6 for your damage die, plus 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11 points of piercing damage.
Alright. Is he still up?
I'm just looking real quick why it's not rolling your damage for you. Oh, there you go. It was on check for some reason. Alright, there we go. Yes, he's still up. And that... There it is, it's rolling damage now. Alright, he takes 11 points of piercing damage. That's the first time this goblin has been hit.
Alright, so I'm gonna give him another.
Alright! He is going to look up at that last arrow in fear as it whizzes past him, missing.
Next one won't miss.
It is Aniro's turn. Oh, he's unconscious. It is Lumagrax's
Sorry.
turn. The archers are respectively 35 feet in the air. If Grax has something he can throw that far, he can try and knock him out. It also appears that these carts were... oh, you have a bow?
I don't.
Oh, okay. So, Lumagrax...
No, I've got a crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, if you're... you can take one shot with the crossbow. It's got loading.
What goblin is that?
There is one up there. There's one up there that has a bow. He is still up, barely. And there is another one that dropped his bow and is looking down on Pax and Arabella. Alright, you're attacking that one?
Yeah.
Alright, roll me an attack roll for your crossbow.
Don't have that.
Let's see, Player's Handbook, 155, 149. Crossbow, is it a hand crossbow or a heavy crossbow? If it is a hand crossbow, it's 1d6. If it is a heavy, it's 1d10.
If it hits first.
Alright, go ahead and roll it. It is, that 18 is gonna hit, then it also rolls on your, dexterity, for damage and, the attack roll, but you already hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Is it D6?
Yes. Alright, plus your dexterity modifier, which is 2, so that's going to be 8 points of damage, and that goblin is down. He falls off the roof onto the ooh, that's not the layer I want to be on. Onto the caravan, or onto the cart, the canvas cart below. Alright, it is oh, hey, it's goblins' turns. Alright, that one's dead. This last, there are only 2 left. And Carter is beating the cannon mechanics. Because you think, if you just have a giant cannon, you don't have to worry about people getting close.
But as soon as the one dwarf that takes it to the face and just wipes it off like it's nothing comes right next to you, there's a problem.
Alright, we are going to roll for the alleyway here. This, starting on the left of the alleyway, or rather, I guess to the goblins' right, your guys' left is going to be 1 through 20, 1 through 20, 21 through 40, 41 through 60, 61 through 80, 81 through 100 for there, and it is a 27, so it lands. The goblin is going to drop the staff, and it is going to he's going to drop the staff and run away. Where it was initially pointed at the ground as it began to cackle, it is now pointed in this direction, shooting straight. Oh god. Oh no.
It's into a building.
At a building that's already lost majority of its structural support for 100 yards. So, let's see.
They shouldn't have shot at me with a cannon.
Alright, so 100...
Thought a cannon would kill me.
100 feet. That building is done for, guys. Yeah. So, the rod goes off, and, it's been gathering light this whole time, and, you guys are going to see it, once again, light up, the entire alleyway in a white light before you guys hear a screech, and a lightning bolt is going to, fly out of this thing. It shoots through the building, taking out, several important pieces of it, before you guys are going to see parts of this building that are already on fire start to cave in. I'm going to roll a percentage die for if any of the wreckage is deadly near Arabella and Pax. Above 50 it is, below 50 it's not. And 16, Yeah, Arabella covers Pax, however, nothing terrible falls towards her. Old dude on top of the building is going to make a acrobatics check to leap off safely. He has not been hurt yet. However, he is going to fail the check, and he's going to take 3d6 of falling damage as he falls onto the canvas, and he takes 12 points of falling damage.
Suddenly, an arrow goes through his ass because he landed on one. He died.
This guy is perhaps the single most pathetic goblin.
By the way, this person who jumped off the building is not a goblin. He's the only one other than an arrow who's not a goblin. This goblin takes the dash action, and he exits combat because don't think anyone's going to be able to catch him. Other goblin is at a loss of what to do, and he is instead going to
Run, I dare you. I will chase you down.
Yeah, actually what he's gonna do is, let's see, I want it to the front, so he's on top. He's going to, as he's trying to push this cannon back at Carter, and Carter's moving around it, he's instead going to climb out of the cannon and take what appears to be a ladle inside the blue goo and fling it at Carter, splashing acid in his direction. Give me another dexterity saving throw.
Danger sense. 20.
Alright, you are going to take half damage from that. It is significantly less than a cannon blast. And Carter takes 5 points of acid damage, and then it's reduced to 3.
Alright.
Yeah, and it's reduced to 2 because of your resistance. As he's up top with the ladle, he swings it at you too, saying, "Stop!" He is going to miss your AC.
I really... Is this just like a vat of, like, goo?
Yeah, it's some potion that he's been pouring into here. Let's see. He's got 5 feet of movement. It's pretty much worth the attack of opportunity. He jumps off and runs away. Carter can spend a reaction to attack him if he wants.
I sure will. 21.
Alright.
Well, 22 because of magic weapon.
You dealt 13 points of damage to him last
14,
last
15. Round? Yes,
or
and
no,
then
you dealt 11 to him last round.
It was something. It was a number. 9, 10, 11. No, I dealt 12 last round.
Oh, 12. Okay.
And then I did another 16 this round.
Alright, let's see. 12, 16, 28. Woo! He's still up!
He's not going anywhere.
I mean, he's about to be out of there. Anyways, it is, bottom of the round, it is, Pax's turn. Pax is, going to, ready a, spell at the, guy on, fumbling on the card in front of her, and she's going to yell, "Stand down!" The man's gonna put his hands up and say, "I already fell down." What
an asshole response. That's like a me response. Jesus Christ.
It is, Arabella's turn. Arabella is going to, cast Healing Word on Pax, healing her for, 8 points of, HP. That is good, because she needed that. Alright. Bottom of the round. Oh, top of the round. It's Jack's Crown Killer's turn. He's going to take a final pot shot at that fleeing goblin, and it is going to land in his back and deal 4 plus 5 points of damage. What's he rolling for damage? Let's see, 5 points of piercing damage. Alright, it is going to deal 9 points of piercing damage, and that goblin goes down.
Which one? The one in front of me? That was
the
controlling
one
the cannon?
the one fleeing.
Aw, I wanted to shoot that one.
Alright, you guys have successfully won combat.
So, while I'm calming myself down and trying the hardest I can not to smash this fucking dude's skull in while he's passed out, I'm gonna tie him up with my rope and start dragging him by his hair back toward the bear.
Oh yeah, I forgot your bear was here. I need to give you a token for that. Next time, remind me.
No, I have a token already. It's I was presuming the bear was left outside of the place.
Oh yeah, you guys are in an alleyway right now.
And probably I'm just gonna say I didn't bring it down the alleyway.
Okay. If you give me 1 second, I will zoom in on the part of town that you guys are in, because I actually just zoomed into the map and was just like, where are they at? What does that look like as an alleyway? Oh, cool. It is... Oh man, this whole place is a rat's nest. Oh, here it is. If you guys see that circle right there, that is that's the area of town you're in. You are right outside of the. You're right outside of Kaisenir, which is the giant citadel that serves as a vault for the merchants of the Ruby. You're in the cramped slums next to it. Alright, so you're tying up an arrow?
Yeah, and I'm gonna drag him by his hair toward the bear. As I pass packs, I fucking got him. Fucking throw him on the bear.
As you are doing this, also a squad of Risen members are also running down this alleyway from the main road. The main road is a good 300 feet from you guys here, though.
Oh,
so.
Great. Cops.
Pax is going to look back and say, well, technically we didn't do anything wrong.
You say that. You forget who I am and who we just talked to. Okay? Us being here is technically wrong.
As the Risen all get there, you guys are going to recognize Ladora, the Risen of Discipline, that you guys spoke to earlier when you arrived in town. She was the guard that pointed you in the direction to the School of Elegance.
Oh yeah.
As she comes running down the street, she's going to see the couple dead goblins, then the two people and the one goblin you guys have in custody, and say, what's going on here?
Well, aren't y'all tardy to the party? As I chuck Inaru over the back of my bear.
She shakes her head and says, "Well, excuse me if I ran all the way from Shield Way to here."
You're excused.
I'm very upset right now. That's all I'm going to say about it. I've been pelted, I've been shot, I've been electrocuted, I took a fucking cannon to the face. I just want to...
Pax is going to gesture to the weird crystal staff in the middle of the alleyway, and to the dead goblin with the flask next to him and say, we believe this man was smuggling magical contraband. We just have a couple questions, and then we can turn him over to you. The woman looks back to the 5 other risen guards with her and gestures towards the caravan and says, alright, wake him up. We'll investigate the rest of what's on here. They start searching through the 3 carts that are there.
Cool. I'm going to look at the rest of the party. I need a drink, and I need sleep. I don't care in what order, but I need it.
Let's see, man. Where's the nearest tavern on this side of town, and would anybody in the party know?
I want to use mine and Lily's nose to find the strongest smell of alcohol around.
Not a bad idea.
You guys are staying at the Brass Queen outside the You guys are staying at the Brass Queen outside the city gates. As you say you need a drink, one of the Risen members searching through the cart is going to gesture over and say, you guys are gesture to the road and say, that's Lesser Serrig Way right there. There's a tavern off of it called the Drunken Jess. It's really nice. A lot of us like to drink there.
Drunken Jess.
Alright, let's go somewhere else then.
I'm going to hop off of my bear and head toward the Drunken Jess. I'll tell the bear to follow Pax and to tell Pax, do whatever the hell you want with him. I'm going to get a drink.
Alright. Pax is going to nod and try and wake him, slapping him across the face several times lightly. He comes to, and as he comes to, Pax is going to lean down and say, a Risen member was killed in the Nazaram Vaults. We believe the person she was dealing with, the name we gave you, Cardron, is responsible. What do you know about him? The man is going to shake his head and say, I've never heard the name before. Arabella is going to chime in and say, you just tried to kill us for speaking it. The man is going to say, I don't remember that either.
You better start remembering real quick.
Yeah, does Ragni want to say anything to him?
She says just that. You better start remembering real quick.
He looks to Ragni and says, alright, he may have paid me a bit of money to make sure people aren't asking about him. That's all I'm associated in this with. I didn't kill no Risen.
How's that gold compared to your life? You better spill right now.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Alright. Oh no, I forgot my charisma's garbage. Oh no.
Yeah, as you say that, he's going to look back at the Risen members searching through his stuff and say, you guys already busted me. You're not going to murder me in front of the Risen.
God,
Ledora-
Carter's already gone. Oh my god.
Ledora is going to chime in and says, "There's a wealth of contraband on these cards. He'll face just punishment under the law." He sticks his tongue out at Ragni. Ragni notes it's longer than a normal tongue should be.
I got a pretty good dex check. Can I grab his tongue?
You can. Roll me a sleight of hand check. That 11 is not going to do it.
Luck is not with me at the moment.
Took the lucky feet.
Yeah, you aim to snatch his tongue, and he retracts it inside his mouth. At noticing you still debating with him, Ledora is going to walk over to you guys and join the conversation and say, "This matter concerning a dead member of the Risen is concerning, though. I'd like to hear more." He shakes his head and says, "Well, there ain't no more." One of the Risen members down the alleyway pushes a cannon into the alleyway and says, "Ledora, we found something."
How'd they not find the cannon before?
Well, they weren't searching that. They just got to the final cart and that. Ledora looks and says, "What in Alilia's name is that?" She walks over to it and begins inspecting it. As she walks away, Iniro starts whispering and says, "Look, I got contacts at the university. I can get you some magical items and artifacts that nobody's even began experimenting with yet."
Really?
Come on, just look past this. You don't say nothing, I don't say nothing. Cut the ropes. Let's run right now. Pax gestures to her uniform and says, "I'm an officer of Nazaram." He shakes his head and says, "Doesn't mean nothing. The guy working with Cardron was one too."
Oh. Well, now that we know he knows something, he can spill a little more, can he?
Yeah, Pax is going to look down, uncertain how to intimidate him, and is going to grab his collar and say, "Talk!" He says, "Hi, how you doing?"
Such an asshole answer. It's so mean.
AFK, just a moment.
Okay. Looking to the rest of the party, Pax is gonna say, "I don't know how we get him to say anything without breaking the law." The guy is going to interrupt Pax and say, "I'm real good at breaking the law."
God, if only they knew somebody that does that regularly.
She is going to, she's gonna go and talk to, she's gonna go and talk to, Ledora, who is still inspecting the cannon, and, try and negotiate with her. You guys see her, exchange a few words, and Ledora shaking her head, before finally Ledora nods, agreeing. Pax is going to say to the rest of the party, as if we give them the other prisoners, she'll release him to Nazram's control as long as we investigate him with an Alil Nagai official in the room. Arabella's going to shrug and says, "This place runs on bureaucracy. That's probably the best we're going to get." Pax nods and says, "How about you guys go meet up with Carter, and I'll send for that priest handling the investigation, and we'll meet at the Drunken Jess." Jax and Arabella are not going to oppose that unless Lumagrax has something he wants to say.
No.
All right. So
I think. Oh God, would the bear stay with Pax or follow Arabella? I don't know.
well, you told
Me.
yeah, you told it to do whatever Pax does, so it's probably just.
Oh yeah, I did say for
Yeah.
Pax. Damn, I should have said for Arabella. That'd have been hilarious if the bear just started walking right way with him on his back.
So Pax and this prisoner are going to start walking away. Arabella is, or rather, Pax is going to need her personal bodyguard, Jax, to follow her. That way, I don't have to control all those characters. Brax, Rodney, and Arabella, though, head to the Drunken Jest. Once there, oh yeah, Carter would be the first one to.
Party in the door. I've already got a chair, table, and I've got my feet up.
All right, so when Carter gets here, the first thing he's going to know or note is that this place is immaculate. Even though you're in the slums of Servant Road, just a few streets over, this is one of the main streets that leads towards Kaisenir, and it is a polished place. This place is sparkling clean. There is actually, too, a sparring area in the middle of the tavern, where it looks like civilized duels are happening. However, the crowd here, even though there are members of the Risen here having drinks in corners of the bar, just as much bureaucratic, there is also there is an air of danger here, as the members of the Merchants of the Ruby, Carter can probably assume these are all people part of the Ruby Shadow, just like Inaru. Let's see what else is important to note about this. Carter wants a drink. All right. Otherwise, he's able to find a table in the corner pretty easily. It seems like only one of the corners in the bar is occupied. Everybody else seems to be watching the duel happening in the middle of the bar. And
I would like to watch the duel. I didn't know there was a duel currently going on. I thought it was just an empty ring right now.
Well, you can watch it from your vantage point, so.
Oh, perfect.
The drink level here, though, is aristocratic. Does Carter want to pay aristocratic prices?
How much is aristocratic prices?
10,000 gold. No, I'm kidding. I'm pulling it up.
I'll just throw it all out there.
Rolling. Anyways, though, let's see. For a
fire whiskey.
Yeah, for wine, for a fine bottle of wine, it is 10 gold coins. For a pitcher of wine, it is 2 silver pieces. They have both.
They don't have any fire whiskey here?
Oh, let's see. What's their special drink? White with um. When you order the whiskey, the bartender nods. The whiskey is also 2 silver a cup.
That's fine.
All right. By the time the bartender finishes making the drink for you, this is not whiskey in a cup. By the way, when it is brought to you, it is the liquid inside is white like milk. However, it has a smooth wine taste to it, and there is a pear on the edge of the glass. Yeah, Carter's been through a little Nagai before. I was just trying to make sure he'd know what a pear is. The drink. Hey, in the older world, fruit was only eaten where it was able to last being, transported to. So.
I might only have 11 intelligence, but goddamn it, I know what a pear is. Jesus Christ!
There's some people in this world that would see a star fruit and be like, "What the f is that?"
That's different. That's a star fruit.
Yeah, true. But anyways, the drink smells like fish, burns like whiskey, tastes like wine.
What kind of complication is this?
Anyways, as Carter gets his beverage, though, the rest of the party gets here, and by the rest of the party, Rogni, Grax, and Arabella. Arabella is going to sit down, looking at the lavish drink you order, and order one for herself. And she's gonna say, Pax negotiated for us to be able to interrogate Inaru, but it came at a price. We have to do it in the presence of those Sunyith members we were traveling with earlier.
Oh, great.
Oh God.
She shakes her head and says, "No, he wasn't talking anyways, so they might be a little bit better at this than us, so it might be a good thing."
Oh yeah, you can trust the Sunya for that.
Give me a give me that silver dagger fucking Pax hat. I'll get him to talk real easy. Lucky enough, I didn't fucking smash his skull in that fucking alley for crossing me like he did there.
Yeah, Arabella is going to shake her head and say, "Well, it's not like you can outright murder somebody in front of the Risen."
You know what? It might be against the law to do it, but I can do it, damn it. Trust me, I've been in jail more than one time.
Arabella is going to raise a glass to that when she gets her drink and start drinking.
Rogni's gonna ask about drink prices.
They're not bad, but I mean, not the best. For what I have here is about 2 silver. I mean, not bad.
Not bad. Rogni doesn't take that.
Yeah, this is a very nice place. They have nearly any type of wine you'd want.
Yeah, Rogni isn't gonna pay all that much for alcohol.
What type of spar is going on in the sparring ring?
It seems that a member of the Risen is dueling against a member of the Merchants of the Ruby. The two factions are each cheering on their combatant. It is a red-headed woman with a cane. dueling against another woman with black hair, also wielding a dueling cane. However, the member of the Risen seems outclassed. Not by much, though.
We'll look at the other, like, what's the point of sparring with fucking canes?
Yeah, Rodney agrees with that.
Arabella is going to hold out her hand and say, every fight shouldn't end with somebody dying.
You don't have to die in a spar. I get a cut or two, maybe lose a finger, but I mean, you don't gotta die in a spar.
Yeah, you use blunt swords or something. You don't use canes.
Fucking.
It appears though they are using the dueling canes as wielded as swords.
It's even weirder.
Yeah, the stances they're taking are ones you'd take if you had a sword.
You think they'd let me go in there with my battle axe and my shield?
Arabella is going to shake her head, and the one of the serving staff moving past the table is going to say, "It's a duel of honor. Lots of countries have them as traditions." And she's going to look at Arabella's armor and say, "Even in Arter Sarai, you can challenge anyone you want, so long as you follow the rules."
And how many rules are there?
Yeah, really. In my head, the only one rule in a spar is don't kill the opponent. But I guess there could be more to this.
She looks and says, "No hits below the waist. If your
Froggy snorts.
If your opponent yields, you must accept it. If you lose the duel, the terms that you're fighting over, you must also accept. Most of the time, they're fought over slander."
What type of fucking honor is that?
Yeah, just go and beat the hell out of the person.
It's just a fist fight, is what that is.
Yeah. The woman nods and says, "Well, if somebody talks bad about you, you challenge them to a duel and you force them to take it back."
If someone talks bad about you, you go kick their ass and probably kill them. I mean, shit.
Murder is the solution.
Die with honor. Hell. A spar is a spar. Fighting for honor is a different thing than that. The hell?
As you guys are watching this happen, it seems the merchant, or rather the member of the Merchant of the Rubies, is completely dominating this fight. She, as the member of the Risen stumbles backwards from the assault, the Merchant of the Ruby moves to finish the fight, attempting to strike the woman's face before she stumbles, and the Risen member gets a lucky hit on her stomach. Instead of wielding the cane like a rapier, though, she instead wields it in two hands and bats the woman in the stomach, knocking the wind from her.
See, if this was a real fight, that was killing blow right there.
Well, that's why it's not a real fight.
That's why it's bullshit.
When you're sparring, you're not killing people.
Still, I mean, that's a good scar.
Even if it's over insults, that's what fists are for.
Standing over the merchant, with the cane pointed at her face, the woman yells, "Recant!" The merchant says, "I take it back." She drops the cane and walks out of the ring, although she looks much more bruised than the other person. The members of the Risen drinking inside the bar start clapping.
Not even cheering, just polite clapping.
Like, yeah.
And at the clapping, I'm
you
over.
won. Good job.
At the remembering that, and then remembering that a Merchant of the Ruby, a member of the Merchant of the Ruby just betrayed me, starting to get angry again. Carter's gonna pull off, like, forcibly rip off the his ruby pendant and crush it, like crush the ruby in his hand, or attempt to crush it in his.
Oh my god! Roll me a strength check.
I think I get advantage on this because let me think. Yep. Also,
are
I
you
get
gonna
advantage
rage?
I don't think I have to rage for that one.
Alright.
I think I just
roll
get
me an
the advantage.
athletics check.
Athletics.
This is a very hard check to make.
Oh, well, I only have 16. Rip.
Yeah, Carter is going to squeeze and squeeze at this thing, but a ruby is like one of the second hardest gemstones in the world, so...
I'm gonna fucking just chuck it. Like, I'm gonna chuck it, like, in the middle of the fucking
It's
tavern,
worth a good
like,
penny.
Fuck this thing.
Alright. I'm gonna roll
yes,
you
what the
a
fuck is
percentage
this
die for if you hit anybody.
Fuck them. I hope I do. I hope I hit a member of the Ruby with the Ruby. Actually, can I aim for a member of the Ruby with the Ruby?
You can, roll me... roll me an attack roll.
What is that, just a D20 plus my dex?
Yeah, it is a improvised range weapon.
I'm hitting every wrong button here. Every wrong button. A 5!
Alright. So, you are going to, chuck this thing. Like, you know, just pure barbarian rage. The members, standing around the, dueling ring who are watching their companion who just got beat, it's going to, lodge itself into one of the support beams next to their table, but it's not going to actually hit any of the members.
Damn.
They're gonna one table of the merchants of the ruby are going to look back at Carter, and what type of expression does Carter have right now?
I have the look of a very pissed off old dwarf.
Now,
Like a very, like, if you say the wrong thing right now to me,
by the
I
way,
will
this
snap.
is a faction that that stretches the entire world. Like,
Yeah, I know.
If Carter's mad at one person and it betraying him, these other people have no idea. He's like,
I'm a pissed off old dwarf.
all right. So they're going to be staring at Carter, and they're all each going to go back to their meal inside the tavern and their individual tables. However, they are keeping some of the members of that area are keeping note of Carter. I just assume staring death missiles at them.
If they keep looking at me, I'm gonna keep looking at them.
This is
Like,
Rodney's business.
Say that one more time, Charles.
I said this isn't Rogni's big business. She's gonna scoodle back from this.
Alright, so, this, continues on for, I guess, a little while before, one of the, people at the table that Carter's just been making relentless eye contact with, stands up and, walks over to the party's table and says, hey, my friend, and he's going to, let's see, as he's talking, he's gonna cut out and look towards Arabella and say, "Oh, Aria." Arabella's just going to nod and say, "Hello to you too." And he's going to gesture towards Carter and say, "What's your friend's problem?" She's gonna shrug. Is Carter gonna say anything to her? Or to him?
Nah, I'm just gonna stare at him like, why are you here?
he's going to nod at Carter and say, you know, if you have a problem, you can take it up in the dueling ring. You don't have to sit here and try and wish death on somebody from afar.
See, I don't need to take it out in the dueling ring because I already smashed his fucking skull in the alley across the street. He's lucky to be alive right now. That's what a real duel, like a fight, is. That's fucking stupid. And
Rogny snorts.
He's going to hand Carter back the pendant that he lodged into the wall, and say, "Okay, well, it's been very pleasant talking to you, but I think you dropped this."
Rogny's laughing now.
Just keep that damn thing away from me. I want nothing to do with the ruby anymore.
The man nods and says, "Are you withdrawing your membership? You should write into the Kaiseneer."
Fuck the Kaiseneer. How about that?
Rogny's still laughing.
That's all I have to say. Fuck the Kaiseneer. How about that?
He's gonna roll a insight check, kind of inspecting Carter. Carter is what, at half HP?
I'm a tad above half HP,
Yeah.
actually.
Carter's gonna
I'm
look
like maybe
pretty.
3.
Yeah, Carter's gonna look pretty beat up, but not terribly bad. The man is going to say, "How about I buy you a meal, my friend? You look like you've had a rough day."
I have money. I can buy my own shit.
He nods
I'll
and says,
take that.
"But a act of kindness from a stranger. Come on, this is Dockensdale, the city of
Rogny
dreams."
says,
He orders a bottle of fine wine for the table, and a meal for everybody here. This guy shells out. Let's see, what, there are 5 of you guys. Arabella.
There's more than 5 right now, isn't there?
Arabella, Grax, Rogny, and Carter. No, there's 4 of you. Jax and Pax are missing. This guy shells out 18 gold, paying for accommodations for you guys.
And I'm going to slide over my meal over to... I want to say it's Rogny?
Rogny's taking that too.
Yeah, I'll slide it over here. I'll look at him like I said I can buy my own stuff.
He nods and says, the name is Irlor. He bends down and kisses Arabella's hand. She seems very much not interested in the notion.
Rogny grins and says, "If you got more money like that, I'm happy to meet you. I'm Rogny."
In a much less charming way, as kind of a formality, he also kisses Rogny's hand and says, "I'm happy to accommodate."
She doesn't really know what to say to that. She just kind of looks at him.
He bows to your table and says, "Please do try and enjoy yourselves while you're in town. Foreigners should love Dockensdale. It's the center of the world. Party, have fun, revel a little." He's going to do the thing Carter hates. He rubs his hand on Carter's head, roughing up his hair.
I am literally going to grab the hilt of my battle axe.
You don't want to do that.
And tell him to remove his hand before he it.
He does so smiling and walks back towards his table.
Fucking asshole.
I look over at Arabella and ask her if all you Easterners are weird like that.
She shakes her head and says, "No, that's the first person who's shown that type of kindness to us since we've been in."
Kindness.
That's not...
That was the most pretentious, snotty thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she's gonna gesture to the place you guys are in and say, "Look at where you're at."
Yeah, I know. Might as well be crawling with Sonya.
It's funny that you should say that because walking into the door is the two of the 5 members of Lydia's Sunyeth Order that protect her. The next 2 people to walk in the door are Pax and Lydia. And behind them is a handcuffed Aniru.
Well, you know what they say about bridge hounds when they show up.
And that is all of... Oh, Jax walks in too. That is all of the people you guys see enter the tavern.
I'm gonna look at Pax. Where's my bear?
She gestures outside and says, "It's outside." Also with Ashala and Gaizen just protecting and doing reconnaissance in the area.
Okay. How big is the door here?
It is fairly large.
You think a bear could fit through it?
You know what? For Carter, roll me an insight check.
Because it's gonna try, or a bear's gonna come barreling through a door and miss completely. Well, I don't know. So. Carter's gonna put his two big meaty fucking dwarven fingers into his mouth and do the loudest whistle in the fucking world that you'll ever hear, in calling Lily the bear to roll up in here to me.
All right. Roll me a animal handling check for that whistle.
One day I'm gonna get a decent roll on that. Yeah. Okay.
Now your bear is trained, and Carter's been bonding with this thing, but it is not, the most loyal companion in the world. It's gonna give its life and soul for Carter. That said, it does not come.
I don't want to get up. Fine. Carter's gonna stand up begrudgingly, walk out the door, go retrieve Lily, and walk back in the door on Lily with Lily.
All right. As Carter gets outside, he's going to notice the scout of Lydia's order is feeding Carter's bear something. She puts the pouch behind her back, immediately ashamed, and says, "Oh, I was just checking the area. Everything's good out here." She puts a thumbs up towards Carter. Lily's mouth is stained purple.
Yeah.
The bear looks at you, like, huh?
Where'd you get the bear?
She's going to pull out a bag and say, "Just some fruit I bought at a market on the way here. It's perfectly fine for them."
Okay. That's okay.
Lily is going to put a paw on Shala, knocking her forward, and let out a not a growl, but kind of a Ashala pulls out a handful more of the fruit and hands it towards Lily. She begins eating it. Shala beats your handle animal check by quite a bit.
Well, anything above a 3, I think so. I'll just look at Lily, look at the Shala, look at Lily. I was gonna bring the bear in, but it seems Lily's having a good time, so I'm gonna go go continue drinking. You have fun with the bear.
You know, Froggy is stuffing her face.
Just don't kill my bear.
Carter gets
Because
back.
it might kill you.
Yeah, Carter gets back to his table, and all of his food that he gave away is gone.
Okay.
Walking, the rest of the party is going to notice as Ineru is walking back over here. He is nodding and smiling to people as he's handcuffed, pointing out people by name, saying, "Hey, Kraylor, Andorra, hey, Erlor, how you doing?"
You know, I think I'm gonna go walk over to Ineru and throw my pat him on the back.
As Carter gets to the table, he gestures to the handcuffs on him and says, "No hard feelings, right, Carter?"
I'm gonna lean down and whisper into his ear, even if the others hear, like Risen or Sun, whatever their names are, Sun Goku's around. Here, no, I'm telling. You're lucky others were there, and that Pax wanted you alive. Just keep it at that.
Yeah, he's gonna elbow Carter and say, with what we do, we always need a bit of luck. The stupid are the ones who die without it.
Yeah, and if they release, I'm gonna tell you now, if they release you, and I'm still in the city, you will run out of luck quickly.
He shakes his head, proclaiming, even though you guys are whispering, he shakes his head and says, No, I'm a prisoner of the Sun Yith, traveling with Lydia Solum, priestess of the Sun Yith, and if anybody's wondering where I've been or who I'm with, I'm a prisoner of the Sun Yith.
What were the names he said earlier when he was greeting people?
He was calling out people in the tavern. He gestured to the woman who lost the duel, called her Andorra. Just waved to the man who bought you guys food, called him Erlor. Gestured to another merchant sitting close to the dueling circle, and called him Kraylor.
Kraylor. That's the dude. Isn't it?
I doubt it's that dude.
That's a very popular name.
Yeah, that's like the John of names.
It's the John of Alilna guy. But I don't know which dude you're talking about, because I've given you guys a lot of dudes.
The dude who was like behind the murder, maybe.
Oh no, his name was Cardrin.
Oh, okay.
He's at a table. I'm guessing he sat down at a table, right?
Ineru, he sat down at your guys' table.
Oh, he sat at our table. Oh, even better. I thought he was at a separate table. I'm gonna take a seat next to him. Pax is here, right?
Yes, Pax, Lydia, and 2 members of Lydia's order are here. The old man and, oh my gosh, who are all the members of her order? There's Gaizen, Ashala, the old guy, and I forgot the last one.
The old guy, canon now.
Well, no, his name is Lawrence. I know Lawrence, Gaizen, and Ashala, and I'll have to look at my notes for the last one. Every order has a historian and magic specialist, a tracker, a armored guard, and a tactical diplomat. That it is the diplomat that is with you guys. Oh, and a priest of the Sun Yith.
Well, I'm gonna look at Pax and gesture for the that silver short sword of hers.
She will hand it to you. It has on the pommel. Since we are in combat, I didn't bother explaining it. On the pommel, it has a silver dragon on it, or rather I guess to Carter, because dragons are very, very uncommon in this world. Like, few people ever even hear about them. There might be one or two, like, stories of them, but it is a lizard's head as the handle of it.
I'm going to like slide it under the table, you know, and kind of point have the tip on our friend's here knee.
Okay, and are you trying to do this so the Sunyeth members don't notice, or?
They can notice or not, it won't matter.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask him. So, the person I was looking for, where can I find him?
He's running out of options here, isn't he? He's gonna shake his head and says, it's, just like you, Carter, you know, the people that need me come and visit me. I don't ever keep up with, where they're at.
You're lying to me. I know how you people work. Y'all know where everybody can be found and how to contact them.
He shakes his head and says, what do you mean, you people? Don't you mean we people?
Oh, no, see, you can't categorize us, because I don't betray people, is the thing. That's why I say you people.
He
now,
shakes his head and says, now, see, what I did wasn't a betrayal. You just didn't pay enough. He paid more.
No, you betrayed me, is the thing. That's a betrayal to me, and that's all I really care about, is who betrays me. I don't care about the others. That's the thing, and I told you, I will take your kneecaps, and I'm gonna kind of slowly push down with the short sword on his kneecap now. Like, you could tell me, or I could start taking knees here. I don't care who sees.
Care about the others.
What's Ragni say?
Thanks when he says he doesn't care about the others.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check for Carter.
Okay. I don't have a great charisma here either, but... Where is my intimidation? There it is. Finally something!
He's going to, look at Carter and just kind of connect for a moment and, realize this guy's probably serious. Let me look real quick at the spells, Lydia would have, prepared. Because Lydia and Arabella are two exactly different types of casters. Oh, snap, she does have it. Alright, as the man is trying to think of another lie, Lydia is going to step back from the table, pulling off her necklace, which is a holy symbol of the wills, and ask everybody else, I'm going to need you guys to step back from the table. I'll solve this. And she's going to cast Zone of Truth, focused on the center of the table. Everybody who chooses to still be sitting at it has to roll a wisdom saving throw against her spell save DC.
20!
Carter,
She guessed.
Zone of Truth. Carter passes. She also knows Carter succeeded the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Charisma saving throw. It's a Charisma saving throw.
Is it? Aw, can I keep the Wisdom, though? Because I'm not going to get as a good one with Charisma.
I will allow you to have the same roll, but you.
I'll lose the +1 because I don't have a +1 to my charisma.
Okay, so it's a 19.
It's a 19.
All right, let's see. I actually have to go and calculate her spell save DC because it might be 18, it might be 19. She is a high-level caster.
Either way, I'd still win it.
Oh yeah, it would go in your favor. Let's see. 8. Yeah, it is 18. You succeed. Anyways, or 17. Or no, 18.
Hey.
18. You succeed. Anyways,
Hey.
Anybody else still sitting at the table would have to make the save also. Arabella stands up and backs away, as does Pax. Aniru also stands up and backs away, but Lydia's diplomat puts a hand on his shoulder and pushes him back down towards the table. She smiles and says, "Good. Now that we can talk freely here, could you please answer the man's questions?" The Aniru nods his head.
So, I'll ask it again. Where is the person I'm looking for at?
He looks towards the door and says, "That way."
Now, when I say where he's at, I mean, like, give me a location, not directions. I don't need directions, I need location. What is the location I can normally find him?
He goes to open his mouth and begins speaking a word, and his voice stops, and again he goes to speak and says, "Can I draw you a map?"
Has anybody got paper and a quill?
No.
Lydia is going to gesture to her diplomat, who produces them out of his satchel. As he hands them to Aniru, Arabella, who has seen this before, is going to say, "Hey, this is truth magic, right? He can't speak a lie, but he can write one." The man says, "I'm not," and as he's speaking, his voice gets caught in his throat.
Oh, you were gonna try to lie to me! Again! Inaru! Oh my goodness, boy! That's just not good!
He cannot speak a lie. He opens his mouth again and says, "I would," and his voice once again cuts off in his throat.
So I'm
he
gonna
shakes
try
his head
something.
and writes on the sheet of paper in front of him, "I wouldn't lie to you," and holds it up.
So I'm gonna do something. I'm hoping this works so badly. I want to kick him in the shin. Like, I want to, like, heel kick him in the shin, hoping that his knee, like, reacts by jolting upward and pushing the sword into his kneecap.
Okay, well, if Carter's still holding the sword at his kneecap, Carter would have to be in the zone of truth. Oh, yeah, Carter...
I am in the zone of truth.
Yeah. Alright, roll me an attack roll.
What modifier am I adding to this?
It is an unarmed attack.
So just my straight strength?
Yeah.
20!
As you kick him, it's gonna work a little bit, and his knee's gonna jump up, and he's gonna say, "You mother son of a bridge!"
Oh no, Inaru, your knee! What happened?
He stops himself just before he cuts himself on the sword, and looks towards Lydia and says, "This is torture." Lydia is going to shrug and say, I got promoted before they taught me that at the Sun Yith.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything there, Naru.
Pax is going to say, can you just please tell us where this guy is? If he's killing members of the government, obviously that's going to point bad on you. Perhaps we could work out a deal where you have immunity from the crimes he's committed.
No deals.
Do you know the way?
At the prospect of a deal, Aniru pipes up and says, "I want a deal. I'll speak for something that can be arranged." Lawrence is going to chime in and say, "How about a dungeon with a window?"
Even a window is too good for him. How about in a dungeon that's above ground level, so you're not below the dirt, even though you are lower than the scum on the bottom of my boots.
Lydia shakes her head and says, "Well, if you're willing to answer his questions, I'll even let you go free with your friend Carter here." The man shakes his head and says, No, a dungeon with the window's fine."
Oh, what? You don't want to be around? I'm gonna slowly just kind of dig the sword a little deeper into his knee.
As you do so, it's actually going to puncture his skin. He's going to take 3 points of slashing damage from it, which is worth stating because he was at 2 points of HP conscious. That was the non-lethal damage. He passes out.
Oops. It's better than he deserves. I'll hand Pax back her short sword and be like, it happens.
Lydia is going to look with a wide expression and say, "He was just about to talk!"
I can get him to talk again, it'll be fine. Trust me, he might be off the hook with y'all, but I still have a score to settle.
Pax is going to ask, "Wait, we beat him to a bloody pulp in the alleyway. Like, we're ahead in this deal."
See, that's the thing. In my business, people know it. You stab me in the back, you die.
Well, good on you for saying that out loud.
Oh no, it's fine. I've already served time for those.
For those murders.
That's how this business works. You betray someone in this business, you die from the business. I could have made sure he never died from the other dude. I'm good at that. He came at me. Pax, you're lucky I didn't slit his throat when I knocked him out.
Yeah, as you're having this conversation, Lydia is going to chime in or is actually going to raise her hand in the air. Lawrence is going to say, You're in charge of this investigation. You don't have to raise your hand to speak." And she says, "Oh, right. Could we not talk about murder? I kind of serve the goddess of life."
Oh, it's not murder. It's retribution. There's a difference. There was a cause. It's not like I just went out and did it for no reason.
Surprisingly, Lydia is going to nod and say, "The will speak fondly of retribution. That I can support."
Barnaby starts laughing.
That's religion for you. Anyways, um, if you guys are sitting at the table waiting for him to regain consciousness, because I'm not going to burn any more of Sam's spell slots. Oh, I can burn Lydia's spell slots. She's actually going to. Take a minute and heal him, restoring 7 points of HP to him.
Ooh, perfect. That I can work with that.
He comes to, slumped over on the table, looking at everybody around him and says, so that wasn't a dream. Alright. I'm not risking my neck for Cardron anymore. He paid me some good money. He had some things shipped out of the docks. I don't know what they were, but he works at a town just west of Dockensdale.
Just west. Can I insight him real fast?
You can.
Never mind. I can believe him completely.
Yeah, I mean, there's a zone of truth. Why not?
I'm gonna stand up on the the chair of the table, pat his head, and be like, "I'm glad you finally saw it my way. And see, if you would have just told me that at the start, I would have made sure he never touched you either. But instead, it had to go out like this. But my questions are answered. I'm gonna finish off my drink, and I'm gonna head back out to my bear, walking happily. Maybe I'll sing a jaunting tune.
The as you say that and you're walking away, he slumps his head on he slumps his head on the table and says, "We're or rather, I'm already surrounded by people close to him. If I'm not protected by the sun yet, I'm as good as dead."
See, Norinius thought the exact same thing, but I got him out too. Whoops.
What's this dude's name? Oh, Aniru is going to gesture his head to the side. As you guys look over to where he gestured, it seems the table of merchants have been paying this conversation way too much interest. They each one feigns that they haven't been watching you guys.
Do I notice that as I'm walking out?
I don't know if Carter would. Because, yeah, Carter's got his back to the table. Aniru is going to say that woman there with the black hair, she's an assassin for the Ruby Shadow.
Clearly not a good one.
He nods and says, "It's an act."
Oh, that was hilarious.
He looks at the merchants of the, or he looks at the Sunyeth members he's with and says, "All right, now you guys keep up your part of the bargain. Take me to a dungeon."
Wait. Before we take him, can Hrogny ask him where his money is?
Oh my god.
He said he got paid quite handsomely, and Hrogny wants the money. He doesn't need it in prison.
He nods and says, "I'll give it all to you if you can get me out of here safely."
You have my word.
All right, you guys all stand up to leave.
Rogni is.
Quick question. Was the Risen chick that we were helping find the dead Risen chick here or no?
Wait, you were trying to help find the dead Risen? You guys already found her.
Yeah, no. The chick that, like... I'm trying to remember her name, and I'm gonna...
Ledora? The guard?
I guess... No, not her.
Oh, the dead person? The dead person's name was, Linus.
No, not her. It was, whoever the recently promoted chick was, that... Of the Risen, that... Talked to Pax first when we first came to the city.
Oh, that's, Lydia? There are...
Yeah.
There are 3 major factions of power in Ililnagai. There's the Sun Yith, that's the major church. You can think of them basically as the Catholic Church. That is the faction that Lydia is a part of. The Risen would be the arms of the government, and the Merchants of the Ruby would be the biggest trade organization here.
Yeah, so I'm...
Lydia is who you're thinking about, but
she
she is not a member of the Risen.
Then who's that chick that was the member of the Risen that I'm thinking of?
Oh, that you talked to when you guys first got here?
Yeah,
that
who's
was Ledora. She was the one who was investigating the alleyway.
Damn, I just missed her too. Damn, I should have said something. Well, I'm gonna go. I doubt she's still in that alleyway.
Yeah, you guys have been here talking for some time, but it's not too far from you.
I'm gonna go see if she's still in that alleyway. I'm gonna bring my bear with me.
Okay. The rest of the party escorting the guard, or rather not guard, escorting the Aniru out of the bar, forming up lines around, or rather forming up a guard procession around Lydia, Lawrence, and who's the other person in there with her? Oh, Lawrence and the diplomat start walking towards the door on each side of Lydia, holding Inaru's hand. Pax starts leading him out. As you guys stand up and move past the table of merchants, the woman that Inaru addressed as Andorra earlier stands up. Everybody in the procession puts their hand on their weapon, grabbing it and holding it towards her. She holds up her hands and says, "Whoa, I was just ordering another drink."
She.
Let's see. Yeah, from what Grax can tell, this woman is, pretty much unarmed. She got her butt beat in the dueling ring, from, slipping up.
Hey.
As you guys, all, hold your weapons wardingly at her, she says, "You know what? I'll just find someplace else to drink at." She walks to the bar and pays her tab and leaves. The whole time, the entire posse of people protecting Aniru look at her wardingly. Once she's finally gone, Lydia exhales And everybody rests at ease, walking towards the door. On the far side of the bar, a woman starts screaming as the member of the Risen that was engaged in a duel with her is passed out on the table. Her face is a pale green.
Oh my. Alright, Rogni's running after the assassin.
She gets out there to see the woman running in the distance.
How far?
You can, let's see. You can feasibly chase her. However, it is getting pretty late, so I think I'd want to do that at the start of next session.
Can I shoot her?
Actually, yes, you can shoot her.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, you can take
That's
an
a whole
attack
combat.
action on her, and that will be where we end.
Question: did I find the chick I was looking for still in the alley? Ledora.
Oh, let me roll a percentage die for how effective she is. Roll me 2 attacks.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what the fuck am I rolling attacks?
Aiming for the legs, trying to drop her, not kill her.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. If you can bloody her, which I don't think you can, she's going to slow down a reasonable amount. Alright, 20 points of damage. She is not bloodied, but I am recording it for the start of next session.
Alright.
Yes, Carter is able to find Ledora. She is ordering a group of workers that is working through the debris of the building that was destroyed. The caravan, however, is gone.
Can we continue a text RP thing?
Yes, I will.
Because I have things I have to ask.
I will make one and I'll post it in the group chat.
Alright, thanks.
But yeah, that is where we're gonna end tonight.
Alright. So, Carter's not dead. He didn't go below half health. Shot in the face with a fucking cannon. Mark that off the bucket list. And I got to torture somebody a little bit.
I was going to have different effects on the rod of what it was doing every turn. It had 4 charges, and they used 3 of them, so...
And the 4th one brought down a building.
Well, no, they didn't get to the 4th one. They used 2 on you guys, and then the, Or actually, yeah, that was the 4th one that got expelled, because they shot once, hit Grax and Pax, shot the second time it hit the...
The second shot hit me.
Hit Carter. 3rd hit the building. Yeah, the 4th shot was the one that brought down. So yeah, they used all 4 charges of it. Yeah, I was gonna put some more effects on it, but I was just like, casting lightning bolt every turn 4 times is pretty hard to deal with by itself. So
yeah.
Anyway, so good session. Good combat. Rolling or fighting against Iniru's minions. I'm going to... I'll give combat experience, and I will give flat experience. Actually, I was telling Taylor this earlier, as I was planning for this to be a straight, pretty combat-heavy campaign. I am not rolling up combat with, exact statistics of, your guys' level's this is the rules of, making an encounter for your guys' level, here's the XP value of this. Instead, I'm just, doing what character moments and mechanics seem interesting and, compelling. with that, would you guys mind if I just gave you storyline experience all throughout this campaign? That way I don't have to do as much math.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I
I'm
don't
fine
really care
with
about XP.
Alright, yeah, because that was a fairly easy combat for you guys if you didn't die to the rod. If you didn't die to the rod and you sent the wrong person to chase Aniru when he decided to flee, and the cannon, you know, if the cannon would have taken out Pax or Arabella, then it would have been a whole different type of campaign.
I'm sad Sam didn't make it.
Yeah. Otherwise, though, tonight, 2,300 experience for everybody for storyline.
2,300.
Yeah. Storyline and combat together. It's probably a little bit more than that combat was worth, but I don't feel like going through it. So, anyways, yeah, you guys got a direction of Cardrin and where he works out of.
Oh, since I shot the assassin chick, do you think there'd be a little blood on the ground to help track her?
Oh, yes, and inspiration for Hrogni.
Nice.
Almost forgot about that.
Oh, I'm so close. Oh my god.
Oh, minus 5 experience for Carter. Yeah, you can't.
That
no, I'm kidding.
That legitimately doesn't affect how close I am. It's if we get another 2,000 experience next session, I should hit 8th.
Alright, I need to... let me schedule your guys' next session. Your guys' next session is on the 12th of February.
Are you gonna have a session this weekend? This upcoming weekend?
Yeah, it is. There is a session every Monday night and every Saturday night now. This coming Saturday is going to be Group B, and then next Monday is Group A.
Now, I only ask because I think it's this weekend. I want to say it's this weekend. Like, this upcoming weekend is Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Sunday.
So you might need to.
Yeah, Sunday there's not going to be anything. Saturday there's going to be something. But,
yeah. Yeah, it's Saturdays and Mondays. Never mind. I need to ask my other group if we're going to have that one. I literally... This has been like a